Hi everyone, this is Michael with the general love reading for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. I do hope that this video finds you all well. I know that this video is posted for the middle of June to the middle of July, but I'm saying with all of these love readings that I do believe that these messages are timeless. Don't focus so much on when these videos come to you, even if it's months or years from now when it's originally posted. I may be referencing some astrological occurrences throughout the video, but just take that as it applies, even if it doesn't necessarily even if that's not the astrology for the time you were watching, that energy still may very well be available to you at that time for whatever reason. So it's just something to kind of be mindful of. These are, of course, general readings, meaning that not all the messages that come forward are going to be meant for you. It is up to your own discretion to figure out what applies to your own life and what is meant to be left behind for someone else. Some of the energy may also come in the reverse. The roles may be backwards. So information or messages that's coming out as your other person may actually be your own, and vice versa. There could also be a different type of relationship. It may not even be a romance. It could be a close friend, family member, or coworker who is coming up for this reading as well. So just keep that in mind. Before we actually begin, I do also just want to thank you all for supporting this channel, for liking, sharing, and subscribing to these videos. It absolutely helps this channel grow, and it helps these messages get spread. It's beautiful also looking at the comment section where people are opening up and sharing their experiences, and other people are coming in and supporting each other or relating to each other. It's actually quite... for an online community, an online forum, the tarot community on YouTube is really, really solid, and it's beautiful to be a part of. So thank you so much for welcoming me and this channel. I do hope that this video resonates with you, and if it doesn't, you are also more than welcome to check out some of your other signs, your other placements, your moon, Venus, or rising sign for the love readings. You are also welcome to check out the general reading and see if there are any messages there for you. Before we go into the reading, I do also have a card that fell out for you as I was tuning into your energy, kind of clearing out the decks. We do have this Earthworm card, and this does tell me that a lot of you are either out of your comfort zone, you're going to be shifted out of your comfort zone, someone may be drawing you in, but there is fertile soil here for you. There is a fertile beginning here, and this is actually, it's very lovely to see. It's almost like this Ace of Pentacles. There's this new potential for stability, but Earthworm has to kind of get out of the dirt. It has to kind of get out of its comfort zone, so to speak. So it may not feel comfortable, but there is some sort of situation where you are being encouraged to speak up. You are being encouraged to kind of step out and make yourself known. That is just kind of a message I'm getting for Pisces in general. I'm actually going to tune in now. I'm going to shuffle the deck, and we will begin the actual reading. What are the messages for love for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? What are the messages for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus regarding love and relationships? Cards are flying out for you. Sometimes I shuffle and then start drawing from the top of the deck, but it seems like a few are popping out. There's definitely some clear messages coming in, Pisces. I'll take that, actually. Now I'm being told to draw from the top. Okay, so what we have here, kind of the overall energy, we do have this Three of Swords in the reverse and this Knight of Swords in reverse. I gotta be honest right away, this does feel like someone has kind of just left very suddenly. There is this person who you were waiting to hear back from, or hoping to connect with more. There was something you were waiting on. There seemed to be some sort of future prospect. Things were looking really, really good. And with this Knight of Swords kind of showing up in the reverse here, this does feel like someone who was sort of in and out. They didn't really stick around, or they suddenly vanished or disappeared on you. They might have cut off conversation or contact. They might have just suddenly ghosted you. To be honest, it's kind of an impression I'm getting, and I feel like this could potentially be involving an air sign, especially a Gemini. It could also be a Libra or Aquarius. This could also be a third decan Taurus, or someone born late into Taurus season. But it just feels like a lot of flighty energy, honestly. Lack of planning too, just kind of disorganized. I actually have, interestingly enough, your card is showing up in your fears and your worries. I feel like you're kind of the source of your own anxiety right now. Even though there's this sort of situation, your emotions are very, very high. You're kind of in this negative feedback loop right now. Perhaps that has to do with what has happened here, whether that be kind of a breakdown of communication or just shutting off communication entirely and this person just leaving. It definitely has you. I think you're doubting your intuition, you're doubting your emotions, you're not really sure where to go from here. There's definitely a feeling of being lost, and what I'm kind of feeling into this is that you just need to allow yourself to flow with this feeling, allow this feeling to be here. Don't try and change it, don't try and... It's like the more you resist it, it's like I keep getting the image of a finger trap. The more you try to pull away, the tighter it gets, the harder it gets to escape. You need to kind of go into this feeling to loosen the grasp, if that makes any sense. Some of you are also worried about another Pisces. This could be involving someone who has heavy Pisces placements as well. But I just feel like your mind is being very clouded by your anxiety, by your worries, by your insecurities. You're doubting a lot of things, you're doubting yourself, and you're not getting a lot of clarity right now. I do feel like for your person, kind of their worries and fears, we have this Two of Pentacles here, which means there is some sort of change that they're going through, some sort of metamorphosis. There might be a change in job, there might be a change in a home or a move, something like that. Some change to their material or day-to-day life. That actually seems to kind of preoccupying them. Maybe that's why this flighty energy is here. Maybe it has nothing to do with you. It could actually just be their circumstance. They're kind of just tied up with whatever it is they're focusing on, and they're having a hard time juggling. They don't know if they can juggle all of what they're dealing with as well as you. And that could be this lack of planning here, that's lack of a tactical approach with this Knight of Swords in the reverse. I do have as a blockage for them, we have this Four of Pentacles in the reverse. So again, finances do actually seem to be a big role for them right now. But they are also just really holding on. They're having a hard time opening up, letting go. And I think this could also involve emotions. This doesn't necessarily need to be material, but it feels like it's kind of both. They're clinging on to things, they're clinging on to what they have, they're trying to find some sort of stability, because we do have the Two of Pentacles here. There's definitely this need to find a balance, to strike a balance. And I feel like for you, your blockage, interestingly enough, is this Four of Wands. This tells me that this is sometimes a card of some sort of plan or celebration or ceremony. What I'm actually getting here as a blockage, why this is showing up as a blockage, because there's something you're not moved on from. there's something that you need to graduate into, there's some sort of moving into a new level for your own life that needs to occur first. And it seems like this person's kind of dealing with a lot themselves. They're trying to move forward in their life, and maybe that's why this person's kind of withdrawing. I hate to say this sounds kind of mean, but it's like they can't handle you as well as their own shit. Like, they need space. And I gotta be honest, it doesn't feel like you have a lot of stability yourself right now, Pisces. And it's almost a burden to this person. And it's not that it's not, I don't know how to say that and not make it personal. But there's something in your own life that you need to achieve for yourself first. There's something you need to see completed. And that's actually showing up as a blockage before you can have this relationship, before this person can come into your life. It feels like there's something that you need to kind of solidify. You need to find your foundations. And they're definitely looking for theirs. So there is kind of a degree of mirroring that's going on here. You're both really looking for your foundations. And I think that you do want this. You do want to go forward. You do want to have the next level. But it's like you don't know how to do that. And this is very interesting. It seems like I'm getting for your recommended course of action, we actually have the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. This does tell me that some of you are putting your effort into something that isn't going to bear fruit in the long run. Maybe you're seeing that in this relationship. Right now, this just isn't the time to be focusing on this, but this could also be something else. It seems like there's some sort of, you need to identify where you are putting your energy, because there is a misuse of your energy. You're misplacing your energy in something right now. And, for them, what their kind of likely course of action is this Queen of Cups in the reverse. This is someone who's emotionally closed off. They may even be a bit indirect or manipulative with the way that they're trying to get their needs met. I gotta be honest. It feels like, it feels more that they're just shutting down emotionally. They're keeping a lot to themselves. They're bottling a lot up. And that seems to just be what they have to do, what they think they have to do to kind of be dealing with the situation, to try and find the stability. They're really trying to repress their emotions. There's definitely strong emotions here with this Two of Pentacles. There are these waves in the background. They're feeling the current here, but they're kind of just trying to go forward, and they're feeling very shut down. As for the likely outcome here, I actually, interestingly enough, have the Eight of Pentacles, which does tell me that you are going to be working on something that is more worth your time. That's kind of the impression I'm getting. You're going from the Seven of Pentacles in reverse to the Eight of Pentacles. And, there may be some work that's done in this dynamic down the road. But right now, this is really, I really do feel like you need to work on something for yourself, Pisces. There's something that requires your attention. It's something that you care about. It has very much to do with kind of your purpose, your direction in life. I almost wonder if you need to find that. There might be some degree of studying. You might be working on some new craft, or losing yourself in some sort of project that's actually going to really loosen up the energy, because there's so much heaviness here with this Moon card. It seems like there's a lot of strained energy, and I think it needs somewhere else to go. It shouldn't be directed at this person, because they're dealing with a lot themselves right now. They're kind of already being swept up in their own emotions. And again, I hate to say this, but the impression I'm getting is like, I don't have the resources or time to help you right now. I need to focus on myself. And Pisces, I feel like you kind of need to do that too. And I do feel like you are going to be working on something that's pretty passionate. You're going to be working on something towards the end of this month cycle, the end of this 30 days. I am curious to see what the Animal card is for this situation. Perhaps they can shine some light here. What is the animal wisdom for Pisces? let's try again. A lot of messages. Again, there's just this sense of confusion. There's like all of these different currents coming at you at once right now. And that could have something to do with the eclipse that is happening very shortly. We did just have a full moon. We do have Neptune that is going retrograde in your sign on the 21st, so very soon. That is June 21st, 2019, for those of you who are watching around this time. There we go. We have the Crow. This is interesting. This also came out for another sign. I'm trying to remember who. But this is really just a time, yeah, you need to meditate. You need to really get clear up here, because intuitively you are picking up on a lot. You are very sensitive right now, and that's not a bad thing. It's just, it's not helping this dynamic. What you do need to do with the Crow is you need to find people who are like-minded. You need to find kind of your flock, your people who are not going to shun your darkness, who are not going to shun your intensity. They're going to nurture your magic, nurture your gifts. And I also feel like this does require some meditation. This does require getting very serious about tuning into your intuition, because there is a lot that's coming in right now, and it does require you to kind of work with this. Some of you may actually be considering working with your intuition. Maybe that's what you're going to be working on. And this could actually be something that's lucrative for you. I do feel like there is going to be clarity that is coming, but it's important that you do clear your own energy first, your own mind, because there are a lot of currents that are coming at you right now, and I almost feel like this is actually a blessing. This person saying that they need space from you, this isn't them rejecting you, this is actually what you need too. And I hope that by the end of this 30-day cycle, you really understand that, you really are seeing that clearly with this Crow card, because there is a message that's trying to come through, and your mind is just too distracted right now. I do hope that this was helpful for you, Pisces. Definitely hit like and subscribe. Let me know in the comments down below what is happening with you. Again, you are welcome to check out some of the other videos or book a personal reading. I have all of my information in the description box down below. Otherwise, I will see you all next time. Bye, Pisces.